Welcome back to episode number 29 of our Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory career mode. It is our third season finale. 3 games to go to finish our championship season. We've got Birmingham, Luton Town, and Leicester City. That is 9 points to play for. We're currently 9th in the league table. Whatever happens, though, we will at minimum remain a championship team next season. There's still the slightest opportunity to still get into the top 6. I think it's pretty much impossible, but there is still that slight opportunity to be able to do it, and that's because Sunderland in 6th place have got 77 points, and that means they're 9 points above us right now. We will need them to lose their remaining 2 games, and we will also need the teams above us, Hull City and Norwich, to go on to lose their remaining 2 or 3 games, and expecting us to win our final 3 games of the season for that to happen, and hence it's pretty much impossible. But mathematically, of course, it can still be achieved. I want to discuss something really important, by the way, so pay attention to this before we start going into the games. Now, we have got a player who is out on loan at the moment, whose name is Ian Robertson. He's 78 rated. He's too good for this team. He's not going to play for us next season. That is pretty certain. Now, his market value at the moment is about £28.5 million. Now, if we do sell him next season, that is a lot of money to go on to spend on our team. It's gonna ruin the career mode, in my opinion. So what I'm proposing to do, and let me know in the comments if this is a good idea, by the way. I have been doing some research about, championship teams that have gone on to build new stadiums. Luton Town, their new stadium that they're building, the Parkcourt Stadium, it cost them about £450 million. But now that's not just a stadium. It includes hotels, housing, and it also includes a music avenue, I believe, but for £450 million. And Luton borrowed about £34 million from the bank to be able to fund that new stadium. And you had Brentford from a few years ago who went on to build their G-Tech Stadium, which cost them approximately about £71 million. And that stadium is about 17,250 in capacity. And they borrowed £23 million to fund that stadium. Now, what I'm proposing to do, hear me out on this, right? I'm thinking a new stadium in Liverpool for Tranmere Rovers will probably cost us somewhere about £70 million to build a 20 to 25,000 stadium capacity, considering it cost Brentford about 71 million to build something similar, but in London. So I'm going with that price range. I know with inflation from 3 or 4 years ago, we should consider that, but I've taken into account that this is Liverpool and not in London as Brentford would have been. So we could take out a loan for about £70 million, which would fund our new stadium. It'll take about 2 to 3 seasons to build. And if we are in the Premier League by then, we will have a new stadium in the Premier League. It'll be disappointing if we're still in the Championship in the next 2 to 3 seasons. We should be in the Premier League by then, and I'm hoping the season we get promoted to the Premier League, we will be playing our first game in our new stadium. Now, the reason I'm looking to do this, I have done a quick calculation. If we should borrow about 70 million, given the Bank of England base rate is 4.5% at the moment. So if we borrow about 70 million pounds for the next 5 years, it will cost us pretty much about 17.6 million pounds every year to pay back to the bank, including interest as well, 4.5%, just using an example as the Bank of England base rate. Now, if we go on to sell Ian Robertson next season, let's say about 30 million pounds, the board would probably give us about 25 of those million. Now, what we can do is, say for the first season, we can pay 80% of that 25 million, which will be about 20 million pounds. And that leaves us the next 4 seasons or the next 4 years to be able to pay back the remaining 50 million. Now, it will be costing us approximately about 17.5 million pounds per season. Now, we will have to find a way to fund that, whether that's through player sales every season, selling our best players, selling academy players, and doing things like that that will raise money for us. It will make it a lot more difficult for us. The fact that if we want to pay to the bank about £17.5 million per season, we're pretty much going to have to sell our best player every season. It make it difficult for us. Let me know what you think about that idea in the comments. But for now, we have got some games to focus on here. We have got Birmingham to begin today's one. They are 19th in the league, Birmingham. I don't think they're going to get relegated, but it would be nice to get a win here. Come on, the Rovers. Birmingham, just like Stoke City, is another team that we have struggled against in this save. I think they beat us 3-0 the first time we faced them in the BSM Trophy, or maybe 4-0, and then they won against us in the league. So twice we have faced this Birmingham side. They have got the better of us. Saying that, they are 19th in the league, so we are in a better position than they are right now, and we are quite motivated going into this final 3 games. The fact that we know if we win our last 3 games of the season, and teams around us, although long shots, but if teams around us should lose their 3 games left and we win our last 3 games, there is that opportunity of going into the top 6. We've got something to motivate us here for the final 3 games. Richard Kone also on 22 goals. And if we can get him to score a few more goals, who knows? He might just go on to win the Golden Boot at the end of this season. Again, we would hope Laborde doesn't score in Luton Town's remaining 3 games, which is a big ask, especially when we've got to face Luton Town, I believe, in this episode as well. Well defended there. It's another corner for Birmingham. Good early start here from the home team, Good early start. We've got to stay focused. Lizzo, the number 7, goes for the in-swinger. Birmingham win the header, but it's not going to be on target, that one. It's a good start from Birmingham, Got to be better here, man. It's been all the home team asking all the questions at the moment. Good defending there. Leo Connor only to lose possession in the dangerous area. Cochrane finds Liso. Liso to Daldera, who is looking for space, finds Ethan Laird. And Birmingham gets the first goal of the game. And that is their right back, I believe, the former Manchester United Academy graduate, getting the opener for them here in the opening 20 minutes, I believe. It's a good start from the home side. Going back to what we discussed at the start, it's quite simple, the idea. It might, in the short term, put us in a difficult position if we do manage to do it. Good tackle there from Kumetio. But if we borrow about £70 million from the bank, depending on how much we sell Robertson for, wait a second here, Webster tried to cut inside, but well defended. But yeah, say we go on to sell Robertson for about 30 to 40 million. If we pay about 20 to 30 million in our first season, that leaves us about 40 million to pay for the remaining 4 seasons then, which will probably cost us around about 12 to 17 million, depending on how much debt is left, and about 4.5% in interest rate. Will Birmingham get the second? I mean, any slight opportunity that we had to get into the top 6 is completely being taken away from us right now. It's a yellow card. If we don't win this game, that is our top 6 ambitions over. Gonna go short here to Clark. There's still a lot of time in this game. If we just go on to get that next goal, who knows what can happen. For now, I'm cautiously optimistic. That's a good ball to Webster. Webster across the face, a goal. Oh, it's Richard Kone on the far corner to tap one home, and 50 minutes into the game, we pull one back. Still time to go. Can we turn this one around? Come on, boys. Come on. Out wide, Ethan Laird is having a little bit of difficulty stopping Mulligan from that left-hand side. Big tackle, though, from the centre-back. I mean, he was the defender that went sleeping for the first goal as well. Ethan Laird on that far post. He's been took off here, no surprise. Yeah, the Birmingham manager was like, defensively, you might have scored a goal for us, but defensively, you wasn't doing it for us, son. We've got to take you out. And ever since they took him out, we've had no joy from that left-hand side again, because Mulligan and Kone, who was drifting to that left-hand side, was causing... Oh, that's the third one. And game over. That's the dagger. Birmingham City gets the third, and it's game over here. Any opportunity that we had in getting into the top 6, Well, that is not possible anymore. It's a 3-1 victory for the home side. Again, this is a team that we've played 3 times now, and all 3 occasions we have lost against them. They might be 19th in the league and had nothing to play for, but somehow they were more motivated than us in this game, which was pretty disappointing. The fact that if we had won this game, who knows what would have happened in the last two. Well, at least now we know with 2 games to go, we're not going to finish below 9th in the league table, and the best we can do is to finish above Hull City, which will be 8th position for us. But one thing we can still do is get Kone the golden boots this season. His 23 goals he scored. He's 2 goals behind Laborde, who has actually led the way pretty much all season. He scored 25 goals in 38 games. Can we get Richard Kone to outscore him in the remaining 2 games of the season? I think in terms of assists as well, I mean, you've got Charlie Webster and Kerr Gibb, both on 10 assists. Can one of them finish above Josh Sargent, who is leading the way right now on 11 assists? I don't think Webster is fit enough to start our next game anyway against Luton Town, one of the teams that I think they won. It was a 3-0 victory to Luton Town in a reverse fixture. But let's get into this one. Come on, the Rovers. Now, the last time I checked, Luton Town was in a little bit of a 2-horse race with Leicester City to finish in 2nd place this season. I should have checked that before going into this game. That is something for the home team to be motivated by here going into this game if they have to win to keep their chances alive to finish 2nd. I know it's so close between themselves and Leicester City right now, but I'm not quite sure how close it is. They have got Tammy Abraham up front, which means Labode, who was the top scorer, is only on the bench for this one. But this is what I mean. How do you compete with a championship team that have got Tammy Abraham up front as probably their 1st or 2nd choice striker? Okay, let's say Tammy Abraham is their 1st choice striker. They've got their 2nd choice striker, who is the top goal scorer in the championship, as Callum Parkin gives away possession there. But how do you compete with this sort of teams? It's almost impossible. I mean, Luton Town are about 25 points away from us right now. I mean, I know it's only our 1st season in the championship. Tammy Abraham turns. Tammy Abraham goes for goals, and Tammy Abraham finds the top right-hand corner. What a finish as well. Oh my God, what a finish that was from the number 10. I mean, it's been pretty much even start of the game, but when you've got a striker like Tammy up front, if you give him chances, that is not even a clear-cut chance that Luton Town has scored from. That the XG on that would probably be like 0.1, 0.2 XG, and they have converted from that. No surprise the beat is 3-0, like we said. He tries to go for the curler again. Yeah, we lost 3-0 to them in the reverse fixture as well. Still a long way to go here. If we score a goal in this game and Richard Kone gets that goal, and maybe maybe Charlie Webster or Kerr Gibb gets the assist, I'll be quite happy with that, Mulligan. Oh, almost so close to getting us the leveler there. Callum Parkin, Mary, we will go out wide here to Cameron Norman. Try to play the first time pass. We win possession back now to Kerr Gibb. Can he wave his magic wand? We just can't combine effectively with our forward players right now. And that's the first half coming to an end. 1-0 to the home side. It's Mary out wide to Norman. It's good to have Mary back for this last couple of games, by the way. He was out for 4 weeks, making his first start here since he's came back from that injury. But Williams couldn't get close. Tammy Abraham goes for it. Goalkeeper makes a good save, but he's not going to get there quicker than Tammy Abraham, who gets an easy header home from a good save from the goalkeeper. Maybe he should have parried that one out of play. Yeah, it's 63-minute play, 2-0 down. It's looking more likely. I thought he was going to give away a penalty there, but the referee says play on. Nothing wrong with that tackle, but it's looking more likely that Luton Town scores a goal here. Maybe I'm wrong. Richard Kone has got the strength to get away from his man. He gets away from McGuinness. What the save from the goalkeeper. Oh, that will be it. I don't think we're going to score a goal in this game. It just makes it difficult for the likes of Richard Kone if he's going to go on to win that golden boot. Maybe one last opportunity here. Kone takes the touch, but he's completely wiped out there by the centre-back McGuinness. Kone has had the better of that centre-back all game, by the way, and he's been sent off. He's got his marching order here. Only a few minutes to play now. Yeah, the red card is not going to make any difference here, is it? Because it was too late. The red card couldn't convert from the free kick. And Luton Town take the 2-0 victory here in front of their home fans. And it keeps their top two objectives alive as well. It's a good result for them. Oh, wow. Look how close it is between Leicester City and Luton Town. You could see why they needed to win that game against us. Because they're only points behind Leicester going into the final game of the season. We of course face Leicester, and Luton Town face Birmingham away from home. So if we should get a positive result against Leicester and Luton Town should win their game, it would mean Luton would finish second in the league. But look at Sheffield United. They've hit 100 points this season. Of course, as we have known for a while now, they are the league champions and will definitely be playing Premier League football next season. Wrexham and Portsmouth relegated already. It doesn't look like mathematically they can do anything to get away from the bottom three right now. Stoke City, who have only played 43 games, which is a little bit of a surprise, can still avoid relegation if Middlesbrough should lose their final game and Stoke City should go on to win their final 3 games of the season. I'm not quite sure why Stoke have only played 43 games this season, but we've got a message here from Tom Davis. Oh, Gaffer, he would love to be involved in the last home game to get the chance to say goodbye to the fans. He's retiring at the end of the season. It is what you deserve, mate. He's been a fantastic servant for us. He's led us from League 2 to League 1 and now into the Championship, and hanging up his boots at the end of the season. It's only what he deserves to start and hopefully play 90 minutes and get that opportunity to say his final goodbyes to the home fans. I mean, a couple of other players who will be leaving after this game. You've got Brad Hills, who is on loan from Norwich, and you've also got Jordan Clark in midfield, who of course is on loan from Luton Town. You've got Bain, who is in goal. We're not renewing his contract. He's only got that one season with us. It's been fantastic, by the way, but I don't think we're going to be renewing his contract. Come on, the Rovers. Bilal El Khanous in decent form right now. 3 goals in his last 3 games for the Moroccan, and too good for the Championship, if you ask me. And if Leicester City would want to keep him, they would have to secure that second automatic promotion place in this game. We've still got the best defensive record in the division, although I would much rather have the worst defensive record and be one of those teams promoted to the Premier League. It's not going to be for us this season. It's still a decent statistic to have, being seen that we've only just been promoted to the Championship. This is our 3rd season. Bilal El Khanous starts from the left-hand side for them in this game. I'm gonna call it here. This is gonna finish 2-2. Kone is gonna score 2 goals, and he's gonna go on to be joint Golden Boot winner as big tackle there from Tom Davis to win possession back for us. But I can see this game finishing 2-2. And Richard Kone scoring a brace. That is a good ball. Richard Kone gets the first one of the game. I might have caught it early. I said he was going to get a brace. And so far, he's got a goal. And that's all about Tom Davis's tackle to win possession back for us, straight from the Leicester City's kickoff. And 5 minutes into the game, we are 1-0 up. I mean, the Leicester fans are going to be nervous right now. They have to win. I wish we can see the scoreline for what is happening in the Luton Town's game. You know, we used to be able to see that on previous EAs, but this year and last year, I believe, it was taken away from the game, which is a little bit of a shame. Good save there from Bain in goal, who was also playing his last game. I mean, the fantastic scenario for us here would be to finish this game. Oh, wait a second. Oh, good defender. And the fantastic scenario here for us is to finish this game with Richard Kone scoring at least a brace, and Webster getting an assist, and Kerr Gibb also getting an assist for both players to finish on 11 assists. Good cross there from Kerr Gibb. And Richard Kone You should be doing better there, son. Headers are so broken on this year's game, man. So broken. You can do everything right, but the final end product, the header, just lets you down. Oh no, Fatawu goes across the face of goal, but it's off target. That could have been the leveler for Leicester City. I mean, I'm laughing because I can just tell how the Leicester fans in and around the stadium would be right now. I'm sure they would much rather win this game and secure that automatic promotion, because the playoffs, it's not guaranteed. They will be facing some decent sides in the playoffs. Kone with his left foot. You know what? He could have scored a hat-trick already. He could have scored with a header earlier on in the first half, and he could have scored with that volley as well. He's had some decent chances. Yeah, from the back here, Tom Davies was having a superb game for his final game of the season. Can he cap it up with a clean sheet? I predicted 2-2. It's not looking like that at the moment. However, I also predicted Richard Kone to get himself a brace, and he's done just that. And as long as Labaude haven't scored a goal, it means he's now leveled with him for the race for the Golden Boot. Oh, what a season this would be if we can get Richard Kone to maybe get that one final goal and secure the Golden Boot outright. At the moment, he will be the joint Golden Boot winner. But the way Leicester are playing at the moment, they're committing so many players forward, and it's giving us these little opportunities to be able to hit them on the break. It's only a yellow card. I thought it was going to be a red for a second. But Luke Thomas goes into the referees and booking for this game. Substitutions. Let's freshen up the team. Patrick Webster's got himself an assist as well, which means he's on 11 assists now. He got the assist for that second goal, didn't he? But Josh Mulligan will come on to finish the remaining 8 to 10 minutes for us in this game, depending on how many minutes of stoppage time. Emeka Odua plays in Mulligan to Kerr Gibb looking for space. He plays in Kone with his left foot. He only goes on to get himself a hat-trick. And what a finish. And that is the celebration to cap it off as well. Surely the Golden Boot winner now. Who knows what's happening in the Luton Town's game though. They need to win. And I hope it's Tammy Abraham that starts for them. And it's a 3-0 victory for us. Surprisingly, Leicester City, for a team who needed to win to secure automatic promotion, they didn't really show much in this game, which would have been disappointing for themselves and disappointing for the fans as well. And it looks like they might be going through the playoffs. We know the likes of Stoke City have got a few more games to play to end the season, so what we will do is sim a few days before we take a look at the final league standings of the season. But before we do that, we've got our final Youth Academy Scout report to take a look at here. And in England, Callum Rowland is not looking quite as good as he was. That's why sometimes it's good to scout them for a few months before deciding to promote them into the Youth Academy. Oh wow, Sam Baxter there. We will certainly sign him into the academy. And any other one, no, we will get rid of the rest of them here. In Wales, anyone decent, Scott Price, we scouted him for 1 more month. The starting overall, not quite what we're looking for. And I mean, given that we've talked about the new stadium at the start, we need some decent youth academy players that we can maybe sell in a season or two, to be able to pay that £17.5 million every season for the new stadium if we do go on for it. But I'll get rid of all of them here. There's no one worth signing into the youth academy. Franz Fabien Collet, who we have been scouting for a few months now. You know what? I'll take a chance and sign him into the youth academy. He's only 15 years of age, so he might still get better. Benjamin Guerin, who we decided to scout further from last month, we will sign him into the youth academy as well. The rest of them, though, it looks like we will let all of them go here. And that ends our final month of Youth Academy scouting for the season. And for the final league standings of the season, I think every team should have played 46 games now. As we know, Sheffield United, league winners, Luton Town, finishing above Leicester City there. They would have won their final game of the season. Yes, they did. 3-1 victory against Birmingham. And of course, Leicester City losing to ourselves meant they dropped down to third. It will be Leicester, Coventry, Burnley and Sunderland going through the playoffs. I would like to see Coventry just because I think they are the underdogs in there. The rest of the other teams would have, been in the Premier League as of more recent. The likes of Leicester and Burnley have been in the Premier League. Sunderland was relegated 2017, I want to say, and they haven't been promoted back since then. So Coventry or maybe Sunderland, I would like to see back in the Premier League. Norwich and Hull City just finishing below those playoffs places. We finished 9th, 71 points, considering we're the worst team in the division. To finish 71 points and 10 points behind the playoffs places, it is a fantastic achievement for us. How do we make up 10 points for next season, though, is the big question. It's all about the consistency. The relegated sides, you've got Portsmouth, Stoke City and Wrexham back to League One. Bolton and Middlesbrough just about avoiding those relegation places. I did say at the start of the season, 45 points would have been the magic number, the magic points to keep you in the championship this season. And it looked close. I mean, Wrexham did pick up 38 points and Bolton and 43 points. So 39 points would have been enough this season to remain in the championship. And for the top scorer of the season, Richard Kone winning the Golden Boot, just getting over the line on the final day of the season, getting himself a hat-trick against Leicester City. Guyton Laborde, who led the way pretty much all season, ended up second. Callum O'Hare for the central attacking midfielder. That is really good. 22 goals for him. Amdouni there finishing on 22 goals as well. And you've got Chernak of Norwich City, 22 goals for him. For the playmaker of the season, Josh Sargent, Charlie Webster and Kerr Gibb all on 11 assists. In this situation though, who goes on to win the award? Do they look at assists to games ratio? In that case, it'll be both Charlie Webster and Kerr Gibb winning it, but I don't know what they're going to do. Charlie Webster, of course, he's been a midfield maestro for us this season. Kerr Gibb also had a fantastic season. Samaseku in 4th there, and you've got David Mellor for Sunderland in 5th. The clean sheets, it's Leo Roman, 15 clean sheet there. Joseph Sarr with 12 clean sheet. Luke McGee and Scott Bain with 12 and 11 clean sheets respectively. Sunderland goalkeeper Leo Roman have been crowned the championship goalkeeper of the season. Well deserved. He did finish the season with the most clean sheet, but take a look at the team of the season here. We don't have a single player in there. They've gone with Chernak and Amdouni up front. Considering Richard Kone is the top scorer, surely he should be in there. The likes of Charlie Webster, 11 assists all season. He's not in midfield. And Kerr Gibb is not on the wing either. We don't have any player in the team of the season, which the fact that we finished 9th, it's understandable. But the individual season that some of our players have had, one or two of them deserve to be there, definitely. And Burnley's Amdouni going on to win the championship player of the season. And for some of the other competitions this season, starting with the FA Cup. FA Cup winners, Manchester City, 3-0 in the finals against Liverpool. That is a big scoreline for the final, isn't it? The Carabao Cup, Liverpool this time winners, 2-1 against Chelsea. The Championship playoffs, it is Sunderland who will be the 3rd team, joining Sheffield United and Luton Town in the Premier League next season. I mean, the underdogs, the 2 underdogs, Sunderland and Coventry, and the one against Leicester City and Burnley, which is a little bit of a surprise. The Champions League winner of the season, it's PSG, again winning against Liverpool in the finals. That is 3 cup competitions that Liverpool have gone to the finals, but only managing to win one of them, which was the Carabao Cup. Manchester United, if they don't finish in the top 4 of the Premier League, they will be getting or playing Champions League football from next season via winning the Europa League 2-1 victory there for them against AS Roma, and the Conference League winners, Shakhtar Donetsk. And finally, as we always do, let's take a look at some of the other leagues then. Starting with the Premier League, Arsenal League winners there. Finally, Mikel Arteta getting his hands on the Premier League title. Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester United finishing the top 4, as well as winning the Europa League. Relegated Wolves, Everton and Ipswich Town. We will have a Merseyside derby next season in the Championship as Everton are relegated from the Premier League. Well, they have been flirting with the relegation places for a few seasons now, haven't they? The League One, you've got Millwall, Derby County, automatic promotion. Wycombe, Huddersfield, and Plymouth Argyle and Reading would go through the playoffs there. League Two winners, you've got Leyton Orient, Burton promoted to League One, as well as Gillingham. The likes of Mansfield, Port Vale, Northampton, and I believe Chesterfield would go through the playoffs there. League A, the French League, Monaco winners. A little bit of a surprise. PSG finishing second, Marseille in third, Olympique Lyon in fourth. And for the Bundesliga here, you've got the Bundesliga winners, Bayern Munich, Leverkusen second, Dortmund third, and Leipzig getting the final Champions League place. The Serie A, the Italian League, Inter Milan winners, Juventus in second, Napoli in third, and you've got Lazio, I believe, finishing fourth, Eredivisie, Feyenoord, PSV, and Ajax in the top three in that division. Liga de Portugal, the Portuguese League, Sporting Lisbon winning the league there, Benfica in second, Porto in third, and I think the Scottish League, you have got Rangers finishing top of the group phase and Celtic in second there, Aberdeen in third, and in the Spanish League, you've got Atletico Madrid winning the league, Real Madrid in second, Barcelona third, and Villarreal getting the final Champions League place there. And before we end today's episode, let's get one final assessment of the squad, starting with the players that have spent the season on loan. Michael Buckley is now 66 rated at 19 years of age. Humphreys have gone up by +7, making him 67 rated. Taylor is 63 rated. Robertson 78 rated. And Goodwin 68 rated. He's left-footed, by the way, Goodwin, and a right back. I've just realized that for the first time. In terms of appearances, it is Kone on 42, Henry, Patrick, Webster, and Cameron are top 5 most appearances for the season. For goals, it's Kone, Caregive getting 7 goals there, Adamson on 5 goals, who was our third top scorer, even though he spent the second half of the season on loan at Queen's Park Rangers. But Odua, 4 goals in 16 appearances for him. Caleb Parkin got himself 3 goals and 3 assists as well. He's one of those players, whenever he scores, they tend to be wealthy. But in terms of assists, it is Webster on 11, Gibb on 11, Clark on 7 assists. It's a shame, though, that he's going back to Luton Town and could possibly be retiring at the end of the season. You've got Parkin on 3 assists, Omari Patrick on 3 assists, so is Mulligan, Cameron on 3, Adamson on 3 as well, the likes of Henry and Norman. In terms of players that will be leaving us in the next few days, you've got Clark going back to Luton Town, Brad Hills going back to Norwich, Tom Davis is retiring, and Scott Bain is going to be a free agent because we are not renewing his contract. One thing is for certain, though, we will strengthen next season. I'm not quite sure if it's a fluke for a 2.5-star team to finish mid-table in the Championship, but we're not about to wait to find out next season. We will certainly improve the squad. I'm looking at bringing in a new goalkeeper who will be our number 1 moving forward. I'm looking to bring in 1 more centre-back. Of course, we will now have just Kumetio and Rhys Williams, and of course Norman, the likes of Hills and Davis. They're not going to be here next season. We will bring in 1 or 2 midfielders. I'm thinking about a centre midfielder as well as a number 10 and potentially a wide player as well. Now, depending on what happens to Kone, I mean, it'll be tough to keep him next season. Championship top scorer, I'm sure there will be a lot of teams fighting for his signature, but we might replace him if we get a big offer for him. Otherwise, he will be here next season. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, and let me know in the comments what you think about the new stadium idea going into next season, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.